So how is it even possible to make money on YouTube without even making videos? This video is the full step-by-step guide that will show you exactly how you can do that. The first thing that you need to understand is that there are two different types of channels. There's personal brands and faceless channels. A personal brand is like this YouTube channel that you're watching this video on. It's attached to someone's personality. The name of the brand is typically somebody's name. They are the ones making the videos. Most YouTube channels fall within this category. MrBeast is a personal brand. PewDiePie is a personal brand. Now, a faceless channel, on the other hand, as the name suggests, no face is shown. No one knows who the owner of the channel is. Think about the news channels, the cooking channels, the unboxing, reviewing tech channels. Oftentimes, you're not going to see a face. Yet, because the viewer is going to get exactly what they want, they'll be satisfied anyway. And whether they know who owns the channel is not relevant. It's not what they came for. So what are the pros and cons of each of those types of YouTube channels? Let's start with the pros of having a personal brand. The first thing is that people will connect with you more easily. When you have a personal brand, you record head-talking videos. Your audience will relate more to you. They will feel like you're speaking to them individually directly. And when we look into somebody's eyes as they speak to us, it's like right now, I'm sitting right in front of you. We're having a conversation, or so that's what it looks. It's going to build a lot more trust with each individual viewer. Now, the other big advantage of having a personal brand is that it's a brand around your personality. So if you decide to do something else, to switch from one niche to another niche, there's a proportion of your existing audience that will stick with you anyway because they like you as a person, as who you are. They are attached to you. There's plenty of influencers, let's say in the fitness space, to take an example. They sell fitness products like protein powder or even coaching. It's not like they're selling anything new, anything which hasn't been done before. And if anything, you could just go to the nearest store and get some protein powder or fitness clothes anyway. The reason why their businesses work so well, it's because the audience wants to buy from them specifically. I mean, MrBeast sells chocolate bars. You can literally buy that anywhere. It's not a rare commodity. Yet, he makes a lot of money, and he made more money than brands like Hershey's for the simple reason that people like him. Having a strong personal brand is exactly what allowed Kylie Jenner to become a billionaire at only 21 years old. If she wasn't famous, it would have been impossible, trust me. It's also what allowed Conor McGregor to sell his own whiskey brand, Proper 12, for over $600 million. If it were someone else, it wouldn't have sold for that much money. Now, the cons of having a personal brand is that you need to be willing to give up a part of your anonymity. You will expose a part of your private life to the rest of the world, and quite frankly, most people are not ready to do that, and it's completely understandable. And at a certain level of fame, you'll even need a security team, bodyguards. This can make your day-to-day life a hassle, because now if you just want to go out to do some shopping, to take someone that you like out to dinner, if you have millions of followers all over social media, chances are you'll get recognized. And when it's just one person a day, that's fine. But when it's 10, 20 people everywhere you go, your life becomes a nightmare very quickly. Not to mention that when you reach a certain level of status, of fame, of wealth, you won't necessarily know who approaches you because they want what you have or because they're interested in you directly as a person. Now, the other con of building a personal brand is that there is one part of the work specifically that you won't be able to delegate, ever. It's recording the videos, because the viewer wants to see you. If another day you bring someone along, it's fine as long as you're still there. But if you try to replace yourself with someone else, let's say an employee, it's not going to have the same effect. Chances are most of your audience is going to lose interest. Now let's take a look at the pros of having a faceless YouTube channel. You're not going to ever need to worry about exposing your private life to strangers online or ever having to require a security team to keep you and your loved ones safe. So this means that for a lot of people, it's going to be easier to get started because they won't have to lose their anonymity. So if you're shy, if you don't like your voice, if you think that you're too young or too old, or maybe you're worried that people would judge you because of your race, your accent, your gender, none of that matters with a faceless channel. And then the other big pro of having a faceless YouTube channel is that you can delegate every part of the process, all the way from writing the script, recording the voiceover, editing the video, making a thumbnail, and even uploading the video on YouTube. The cons of having a faceless channel is that people might connect less with you, and if you try to switch to another niche, you'll often have to start from scratch because people did not build that trust with you, that relationship with you. To put this simply, it's kind of like if you had a friend and they're into, let's say, a special martial art. If a year later they quit that martial art and now they're into weightlifting, you won't stop being their friend, you know? You'll follow them wherever they go. The same applies to a personal brand. You build a true friendship with the person that you have in front of you. Now, how do you go about making money on YouTube? Because after all, that's what this video is about, right? How do you actually make money on YouTube? And how do you make money on YouTube without having to make videos? We'll come back to that later on in the video. But there are so many ways that you can make money on YouTube. The most popular one being Google AdSense. It's basically all of the ads that are shown either directly in the videos or next to the videos. So when it comes to making money through Google AdSense, AdSense, there are two key metrics that you need to remember and understand. The first one is CPM, the other is RPM. CPM means cost per mile. It's how much money advertisers are willing to pay per 1,000 views which are monetized. But the CPM is not directly what you get to keep as the creator. That's why you want to pay attention to the RPM. It means revenue per mile. It's how much you, the creator, get to keep in your pocket after YouTube has taken its cut. Now with AdSense revenue, YouTube is going to keep 45% of it and give you the remaining 55%. Some niches will have a higher CPM than other niches. To give you an example, the following industries are some of the niches with the highest CPMs on YouTube: finance and business, economy, technology, real estate, healthcare, luxury, and travel. Now just because you have a YouTube channel and you're uploading video does not mean you're earning money from Google AdSense. In fact, to be monetized at the time I'm making this video, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Now in my experience, I've had plenty of YouTube channels before. Getting to 1,000 subscribers is usually a lot easier than getting the 4,000 hours of watch time, because plenty of people will just click on the subscribe button, but they won't necessarily come back to watch every single one of your videos. Now YouTube offers another possibility for creators to earn money on the platform. When you reach 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, you can apply for what they call their partner program. On some creators' channels, you might have seen a join button next to the subscribe button. If you click join, you'll buy a membership to that channel. That could be anywhere from $5 a month all the way up to $20 a month. They have different tiers. It allows fans to support a channel while getting some extra benefits. Another way that you can make money on YouTube is with affiliate marketing. This means that in your videos, you can promote products of other businesses. Let's say you review tech products. You can leave a link in the description, so when people click on that link, if they buy the product that you reviewed, you'll get a commission and you'll make money that way. But to be completely honest with you, the gold on YouTube is not made in AdSense or affiliate marketing. The gold is made in selling your own products or services. To give you an example, you can sell physical products, merch, digital products, so those would be ebooks, online courses, coaching programs, and you can even sell services. Now, how much money can you expect to make on YouTube? I'm sorry to break it to you, but I can't give you a black or white answer because it depends on many variables. To begin with, what niche are you making videos on? But then it also depends on the size of your audience, the location of your audience. Typically, if you make money with Google AdSense, the geographical locations that pay the most are typically the US, Canada, and Australia. Now, to make money on YouTube, what matters the most is how many views you're getting, because you could have 1 million subscribers, but if you only get 10,000 views a month, 1,000 views a month, for whatever reason, let's say, you're not going to make that much money. So what matters a lot more than simply how many subscribers you have is how many views you're getting every single month. The more views a channel is getting, you can assume that if they do the right things, they put the right strategies in place, they make a lot more money. However, sometimes you can see smaller channels making more money than bigger channels. Why? Because they are in more profitable niches. They might be selling their own services and products. So on YouTube, you can really make anywhere from $0 when you're first starting out to 6, 7, and even the low 8 figures if you put the right strategies in place. But to avoid massive disappointment, in your first 2 years on YouTube, expect to make $0. It's likely that in year 2 you'll start to make money, you'll see a profit. But in year 1, for most people, they're not going to make any money. I didn't make any money with this channel in the first year, and that's why plenty of people just quit. That's why most YouTube channels, according to Social Blade, will never even surpass the 1,000 subscriber mark, because most people will quit before they can reap the rewards. Building a successful YouTube channel, making a lot of money on YouTube, building a successful business around it, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Now, how do you pick a niche? I highly recommend that you pick a niche that you're at least slightly interested in. It's going to make the process a lot more fun for you. So if it's more fun, you're a lot more likely to stick to that process, to keep making videos for months and for years down the road. And at some point, you'll become successful. On YouTube, honestly, unless you do everything wrong and you don't learn from what you see others doing, from what your audience tells you, from how the market is evolving, it's pretty much guaranteed that you'll become successful. It's just a matter of time. Some people are going to pick the topic that makes the most amount of money, with the highest CPM, but because they will hate it so much, they'll quit. So if you don't see yourself sticking with one topic for the next 5 to 10 years, don't even start. Now, ideally, you do want to pick a niche with a big market, because the amount of money that you can make, it's going to be limited by the size of your market. If you help busy moms in their 40s in India to have a nice, beautiful garden, that's a very limited demographic, compared to if you just help men to lose body fat. There's millions, even maybe billions of men wanting to lose body fat. So you have a much broader market, which means more potential customers. So to figure out if your niche is a good niche or not, I invite you to type some keywords in the YouTube search bar and see, are there videos that are getting millions of views on that topic? If yes, you found a good niche. Now, how do you find video ideas? You want to honestly just take a look at the competition and see what videos are getting millions of views. You can go to your competitors' YouTube channels and sort their videos by most popular. And then what you can do is to remake their most viewed videos by adding your own twist. You make them different. If you can make them better, do exactly that. Now, a little cheat code I'm going to share with you is to remake the videos, the highest viewed videos in fact, of your competitors, but the recent ones. So when you go to a competitor's channel, you sort their videos by most popular. If you see that 4 months ago, one of their videos got 3 million views, it might not be the highest viewed video of their channel, but because it's a recent one, chances are that topic could help you to get lots of views and make your channel go viral. Now, another cheat code is that if you see certain videos getting more views than the number of subscribers the channel has, chances are it's a sign that it's a good video with the potential to make your channel go viral. To give you an example, if a channel has 100,000 subscribers and one of the recent videos, let's say published 2 weeks ago, got 300,000 views, that's a good sign. So take some notes and try to see if you could remake a similar video. Because on YouTube, I'll tell you this, 80% of the videos are getting 20% of the views. Now, you can also spot trends on social media simply by paying attention. For instance, at some point in the online finance space, the trend was AI, ChatGPT. A couple years back, dropshipping was a trend as well. In the fitness niche, a couple years ago, intermittent fasting was the thing. Everyone was doing it. The keto diet was also a trend at some point. Now, how to write video scripts? There are 2 ways that you can write video scripts for your YouTube channels. You can either write your entire video word for word, then record a voiceover yourself or have someone do it for you, or you can simply write a few bullet points to make sure you won't forget anything important. Or you can do something in between, meaning you write detailed bullet points, but you don't script everything word for word because it allows more room for flexibility, for improvisation, for adding your own little comments. That's what I personally do now. Now, it should not take you more than 55 minutes to write a semi-complex video. If you need to do a lot of research, script everything word for word, it shouldn't take you more than 2 to 5 hours. Now, let's talk about optimizing your videos. To optimize your videos, you want to keep your titles short and punchy. You can come up with a few title variations for each video and pick the one you think will have the most chance of going viral, the one that's the most attention grabbing. I would still advise you to include related tags in your YouTube videos in the settings, even though YouTube itself says it's not something which will determine if viewers find your video or not. But this can still be very helpful if the algorithm does not know what your video is about. Having keywords will allow it to not be misplaced. Now, you can use the website rapidtags.io to help you come up with relevant tags and keywords in just a few clicks. In the description, you want to include either the title or a quick description of what the video is about. If it's relevant to your content, you also want to include chapter timestamps. If the viewer knows what to expect, the video is divided into multiple sections, it can lead to more retention. And on YouTube, the 2 things that matter the most for your videos to be pushed out to more people, it's the CTR, click-through rate, it's how many people click on your thumbnails and then watch your video, and the other most important metric is watch time. It's how long people are going to watch your video and then watch other videos of your channel or other videos on YouTube in general. But the goal of YouTube is to keep people for as long as possible on the platform. So if you make viewers stay longer on YouTube, you'll get rewarded. YouTube is going to push out your videos to more people. That's why nowadays you see plenty of videos edited like short movies. Now, you want to also add important links at the top of your description. You can also add those links in the top pinned comment because plenty of people will just start the video and scroll down to read the comments. Now, let's talk about duplicating yourself. What does it mean and why should you do it? The thing is, you can only work so much before you run out of time and of energy and you just burn out. That's why the best strategy to take your business to the next level, to make more money, to obtain more freedom, is to hire freelancers, contractors to free up more of your time because they will take on some of the work. And when you leverage the skills and the time of people who can do the work better than you can, that's when you take your business to the next level. If you hire somebody to make thumbnails for you, they spend their entire day making thumbnails, so they will be better than you are at making thumbnails. It's their craft. With YouTube automation, what's great is that you can delegate every part of the process. You can get someone to script the videos, to record a simple voiceover, to edit the videos, and to make a thumbnail. You can even have a virtual assistant review the finished videos and upload them on YouTube. This will allow you to run multiple channels at the same time. So if you run 10 different channels that all bring you $5,000 a month, you're making $50,000 a month. Now, the age-old question, should I focus on quantity or quality? A lot of people don't know what to do. After all, some people swear by quality, while others swear by quantity. So what's the best approach? The truth is that it's both. The more videos you have published on YouTube, the higher your chances of viewers discovering your videos. But at the same time, if you publish a lot of mediocre, low-quality content, people won't come back to watch it, they won't subscribe, and it won't grow your channel. So you'll do all of that work for nothing in the end. So quality goes first, but then you also need to do a lot of quantity, because you're publishing videos and thousands of hours of content are being published every single minute, not just day, every single minute on YouTube. So if you want to have a chance to stand out, you not only need to do quality, but quantity. Now, in every area of life, the Pareto law, also known as the 80-20 principle, applies. This means that on YouTube, only 20% of your videos will get 80% of the views, and for most creators, you'll find a similar ratio. Some of their videos flop completely, while some of their videos get the most amount of views. So every month, what you want to do is to go back to your analytics in your YouTube Creator Studio, see which videos got the least amount of views, and see which ones got the most amount of views and of attention, and remake those videos with a different twist each time, so that the viewers do not get bored. But at the end of the day, you want to do more of what works, less of what doesn't. YouTube is about giving the audience what they want. It's not about you. Now, how do you actually make money on YouTube without making videos? After all, that's in the title. There are two ways that you can do this. Either by making reaction videos, so you don't have to make any original content yourself. You're only reacting, commenting on someone else's content. So technically speaking, you don't have to do all the script writing, the video editing, the thumbnail making, so it's a lot easier and you can publish a lot more content. In fact, if you want to react to my videos, you're free to do that. Or the other way that you can make money on YouTube without making videos is by delegating the process to contractors. So you're not making videos yourself, the contractors are doing it for you. And so all you would have to do is to review the video before it goes live and upload it on YouTube. But even then, you can get a virtual assistant for a cheap price to do it for you. Now finally, a good reminder. You need to be patient during this process. Great things take time. I mean, it's not for nothing that we have a saying that goes, Rome was not built in a day. Success is admired because it's hard to obtain. Wealth is desired because few people possess it. If it were that easy, if everyone could have it, we would just look for the next big thing. It's in our nature to want the very best. But keep this in mind. Most YouTube channels will never even reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you have 1,000 subs, you are in the top 20% already. This means that you literally just beat 80% of people. And it's not like 1,000 subscribers is a lot. It's not going to change your life directly right now in the short term, but if you keep at it, in the long term, it definitely will. The reason why 99% of YouTube channels fail, it's not because they have the wrong concept, because they make bad videos, it's because they quit way too soon. Now, if you're curious, to be in the top 1% on YouTube, you only need 95,000 subscribers. I know that when videos are recommended to you, or when you type keywords and phrases in the YouTube search bar, most of the videos that you see are made by big creators, but that's because the top 20% creators get 80% of the views and of the attention. Now, as you can see, YouTube takes a lot of persistence, of patience, and of time. The truth is, there's a much better way to make money online, and faster too. If you want to figure out what's the best online business to start, as a beginner, I've recorded a free video in which I'm going to analyze every popular online business model. We'll be taking a look at the pros, at the cons, and I'm also going to share with you, for completely free, the 3-step process that you can use to start your business today and get your first customers as quickly as possible. If you're interested, there's the link in the description below. And with that said, I'm waiting for you on the other side.